If you are storing your Terraform state file locally, you are one laptop crash away from production. Today, I'm going to show you how to securely store your state file using Azure Cloud. Alright, let's get started. First, I'm going to run Terraform initialize. This is simple Terraform code which we have. It is trying to create a resource group in Azure Cloud. If you see the provider, it's Azure RM provider I'm using here, and features, we are not adding anything here. Now I'm going to run this Terraform initialize command. Press enter. Terraform is getting initialized here. So as soon as the initialize is, let's say, successful, yes, it has successfully initialized. Now I'm going to run Terraform apply. Enter. So it will try to create resources. Nothing major here. We are just trying to create a resource group. So if you see, Terraform will perform the following actions. Plan 1 to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. I'm going to say yes. So if you look here, I can see terraform.ts state file, which is empty at the moment. Once this resource is, let's say, created, we should see some data there. All right. Apply complete, resource 1 added, 0 change, 0 destroyed. So right now, this is locally on my machine. Okay, if you see version, Terraform, linear, output, mode, type is resource group. Then if I scroll down, we can see subscription details here. So all of this is, let's say, available here. And if I scroll down, I can see a lot of information here. So right now we have everything stored locally. Now there is high possibility that I'm going to change this, or let's say delete this, and let's try to delete it. There is high possibility that something can go wrong with this particular state file, and we don't want to mess our resources in the production environment. So what I'm going to do now is, like, let's try to create a resource group, a new resource group. For example, I'm going to use this command, Azure group create, and the name of the resource group would be Terraform state RG, location is West Europe. We are trying to initialize this. First, we are going to create a resource group. In this particular resource group, now I'm going to create Azure storage account. For that, I'm going to run this command, Azure storage account create. Here I'm trying to give the name of the storage account. Resource group is this, location, and SKU standard. Press enter. So it will take, let's say, few minutes of time to create this storage account. So here I'm getting an error saying storage account named is already taken. All right. So let me update this. I will try to update it as 6 and run the command once again. Press enter. So we are trying to create this storage account, and followed by we are going to create a container as well. The next step is, let's say, to create the container. I'll try to update it here as well. This will take a minute or two. So our plan is, let's say, to create resource group, storage account, and then we are going to add this particular backend to our Terraform file. All right, Azure storage account got created successfully. Now I'm going to create a container inside the same storage account which we created just now. Created equal to true. So right now we do have storage account with container and stuff. Followed by, now I'm going to copy this particular block, come back to my Terraform file, and in this file I'm going to add it here. So if you see, we are trying to say use this particular backend Azure RM resource group where we created this storage account, container, and also we are trying to give the key terraform.ts state. Now I'm going to clear the screen. Right now we are trying to create the same resource group. Now let's try to run Terraform initialize. I see an error saying 404 not found, resource not found. All right, I need to update the resource here. 6. Let's try to run Terraform initialize once again. Now I can, hopefully it should work. Yes. So if you see Terraform initialize, acquire state log, this may take a few moments. Do you want to copy existing state to the new backend? Pre-existing state was found while migrating the previous local backend to the newly configured Azure RM. No existing state was found in the newly configured Azure RM backend. Do you want to copy this state to the new Azure RM backend? Say yes to copy, no to start with an empty state. So all right, my plan is to copy this particular state file because I don't want to recreate everything. So it's better. Right now we have only one single resource, so it's easy for us. I can say yes, copy it. So I don't need to create anything. Now if you see, Terraform has been successfully initialized. Also, it is trying to use the remote backend. I'm going to delete this now. It's already deleted. I mean, I don't see anything. We tried to copy. So let me delete that as well. And also this file I'm going to delete. Let me run Terraform initialize once again. So if you see, reusing previous version of HashiCorp Azure RM dependency log file. Now let's go back to the Azure portal and look at the resource group, storage account, and all of that stuff. Right now I'm the Azure portal. So this is the resource group which we created. And in this particular resource group, we have the storage account, Azure RM storage account. And then I'm going to go back to the storage browser, blob containers, TS state. And in here, if you see, we just created this particular state file. It's the exact same state file. Every time we are going to use this same state file sitting here. If any of our colleagues wants to use, even they can use. In general, in CI/CD pipelines, we try to put everything in the remote storage in production environment as well. And a service principal will be used to run all of this. So this is the secure way of storing the state file remotely in the storage account. That's it. This is how we try to store Terraform state in the Azure remote backend. Please like this video, comment if you have any questions, and subscribe to my channel. Also, try to subscribe to my newsletter. I'm going to share the full source code repository with real steps. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.